Lifelong AIDS Alliance is family. There to catch you when the bottom falls out.
They are lifesavers. And if it wasn't from Lifelong, I don't think a lot of us would be able to strive on.
It doesn't really matter if you're rich or you're poor, if you're black or you're white, or you're male or you're female, gay or straight. AIDS affects you in some way.
There are over 1 million people infected in the United States with HIV and AIDS. That's a report that just came out, and that's the highest number ever that has happened in the United States. So this epidemic is far from over.
We're different than other organizations because we're sort of a one-stop shop. You can come here to access a case manager, which is really the first step in getting access to medical care, to dental care, to the life-saving medications that people all need. We also are housing advocates. We help people living with HIV find affordable housing in the city of Seattle. For many folks, this is the only place that they can come.
It used to be that with an AIDS diagnosis, people were living 20 months. People are now living 20 years with prescription drugs, which is great. But what happens now that we're finding is that in the wake of an AIDS diagnosis is that people are not only robbed of their health, but they're robbed of their wealth.
Every morning I probably take a handful that's 15, 20 pills. In the evening I do the same thing. I also have to inject insulin every morning. So yeah, I'm actually lucky that I'm on a simpler regimen that I only have to stop twice a day to take drugs. But you know, twice a day I'm reminded that I have AIDS.
Food is an important component as well when you're living with a life-challenging illness. In fact, nutrition, having proper nutrition when you're living with disease can sometimes be just as important as the medications that you're taking. Chicken Soup Brigade provides thousands of clients with food and grocery bags that's appropriate for their diagnosis.
I manage the prevention education department here, which means I oversee all of the different programs that we have. We have a men's outreach program that works with the gay and bi men's community. We do outreach into the bars and the bathhouses. We do condom distribution to the bathhouses and all of the bars so that they're actually there when patrons go so they can pick them up. We try and be very non-judgmental in the work that we do, so we want people to make healthier choices.
Young people aren't getting the message anymore. The message that I guess those of us of a certain age learned in the 1980s, that AIDS kills.
Empowerment is a youth-directed, youth-led, and youth-focused HIV prevention group in Seattle.
Despite the stereotype that teenagers are all apathetic kids that just want to hang around and play sports and watch TV and talk with friends, there are a lot of people that really want to do activism work, and there are a lot of people that really want to get involved. And it's difficult to find a place that's more supportive and has more resources available than Lifelong AIDS Alliance, especially empowerment.
So it takes us almost $4 million every year in private fundraising to care for people living with HIV/AIDS. You know, AIDS is expensive. Caring for someone who's sick is expensive.
The client load has continued to expand, and yet our funding for the last 5 or 6 years has been flat.
AIDS is the greatest moral test of our time. And I think how our community responds to the AIDS crisis over the next several years is a true test of our character. If we're able to end this disease, we've won. And if we're not, we've lost.
Let's pull together. Let's stop beating each other down and pull together and show more compassion, because that's the only way we're going to be able to stop it, by showing compassion.